You know what, y'all? There's few things in this world that I can promise you. And one thing that I can promise you is with perseverance and determination, it will get you everywhere. Let me share with you how I work this in my life and how you can work it in yours, and you can achieve anything you want to achieve. It's all in the mindset, baby, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Check it out. I just wanted to add to thank you for all the new subscribers and my current subscribers and my friends and my acquaintances and the strangers all over the world that watch my videos and comment. I appreciate y'all. Now, you know this channel is about mindset. So whenever you go to watch a video throughout my playlist or whatever, older videos, just keep in mind that it's about mindset. Okay? So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Without further ado, here goes the video for you. You know, it's not easy coming across some perseverance and determination. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of self-discipline, initiative, and self-starting, okay? So one of the things about understanding perseverance is that it is a steadfast determination despite any obstacles or any challenge that you may come across, regardless of what it is. You know, you could think of a million things, but regardless of what that is, you remain steadfast in your willingness to get through it and get past it and achieve it and master it, okay? And you do a lot of learning along the ways as well, because you really want to know, why are you pursuing this goal or this plan or this dream? What is it that you're pursuing about it? And what are you willing to do and sacrifice to get it, see? And the challenges that you'll come across in trying to and achieving perseverance and determination in your life is that challenges are stepping stones, okay? And they cultivate resilience. They also cultivate emotional awareness, that you're aware of what's going on around you all the time. And you keep a positive mindset. There's no room for pessimism. And one of the main criteria is you have to be an optimistic person. If you're doom and gloom and blah, blah, blah all the time and moping, Eeyoreing around and stuff, you know, you're not going to be able to stick to your guns per se, and be determined and persevere, because you're going to talk yourself out of it because everything's so negative, okay? And when you do fail at something, because you will, we're not perfect. We know that. Because if we were perfect, we wouldn't be doing half of the stuff that we're doing. We wouldn't have to, because we're perfect, right? You're going to embrace the failure. All right? And yeah, there's going to be a lot of failure. And there's going to be a lot of successes. And that's where you need to pat yourself on the back, because you made it through. You persevered, see. It's not just about enduring hardships and traumas and trials and challenges and life in general. It's about enduring it well. You see what I'm talking about? There's a big difference. And you're going to walk this path with courage. That's one thing that I found that a lot of people lack, is courage. But you can develop this courage by stepping out of your comfort zone. You know, another thing that you really want to keep in mind when you're going after perseverance and you're standing your ground is that you're going to harness your inner strength. You're going to connect with your core values, what really means something to you. You know, and then a good check on that is, do your actions actually align with your values? Have you set clear, meaningful goals that are defined clearly, not some fantasy shit, you know, that you want to try and imitate, like the Walking Dead shit, you know, and what are the actionable steps that you're willing to take in that direction? Now, like I said before, discipline is required. You have to be self-disciplined. And that was one of the hardest lessons for me to learn. And I fell on my ass quite a few times until I finally realized that I'm the one that's making the bad choices. I'm the one that's, you know, putting these stumbling blocks because I'm not thinking straight. I'm not, you know, comprehending that, every action has a reaction. But discipline, I learned the hard way. And, and you this is required to create routines that are constructive in your development. Patience is another thing. I'm still working on patience, see? And success does not come overnight. Progress is still progress. And you'll hear me say a lot of times, y'all, it's progress, not perfection, right? That's what I'm talking about right there. It could take you 10 years to do one thing that you had in your goals and your plans, but guess what? At the beginning of your 11th year, you've got that goal taken care of. That's progress, even though it was slow. And then you have to develop a mental fortitude. You have to step out of your comfort zone and know that no matter what you do, you are going to succeed at it. In one way or another, you're either going to succeed on finding out how something does not work, or you're going to find out how something does work. Either way, they're both successes. See, it's all about the mindset, y'all. You have to proactively build perseverance. It's just not something that here it's on a silver platter. And people go through their whole life and they just give up. It's too hard. It's too this. It's excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse, when all they have to do is get their fucking asses up and do it. Because it's them, it's I, at the end of the day, that is stopping me from achieving the things that I want to achieve, okay? And now, this is really important. You're going to have to master the art of adaptability. Because even though you have a plan and you've got backup plans and all this kind of stuff, there comes a time when you are going to have to give a little bit. You're going to have to sacrifice a little something. And it's not that you're throwing in the towel. It's not that you're giving up. It's just that you just have to go a different route. Okay? That's it. Because you've got to be flexible. My gosh, shit. You'd think I'd be able to talk better this morning, but I can't. Anyway, you're going to reframe your perspective. You can either let something define you, or you can define it. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to just go by what society says and what a definition is. We see that every day now. But for your core values and the actions to match up, define, an emotion, that is angering me. What is angering you? Break it down. Is it angering you because you just have no control over it? Well, then here we go again. You have to master the art of adaptability. You can't control everything. You got to be aware of your emotions that support your actions. That's, you don't want to act out of impulse, which is normally an emotional reaction. You want to respond, but you don't want to react. And like I said, it takes some time to get into this groove. But once you get into the groove, you're going to be okay. You'll see this and you'll use this every day. I do. I don't give up for nothing. If somebody tells me I can't do something, guess what? I'm going to do double that. If one door closes, I kick in 5 or 6 other fucking doors, because opportunity only comes whenever you make your opportunities and you can recognize it. And perseverance will begin to show you where these things are at. And when in other times you would have just passed them by because you was too busy feeling sorry for yourself because life wasn't going your way. All right? I'm just saying, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit and you make the best of it. All right? And you're going to have to develop problem-solving skills. A lot of people look to some outside entity or force to take care of their problems when they're the ones who are causing the problems. And I'm not talking about God's going to take care of everything, because he will ultimately. But what I'm saying is you take action in your life. And accountability is a very major aspect of perseverance. See, you've got to be accountable for everything that you say and do. And you want to foster some creativity because it helps you think outside of the box. And during this time, you're like, okay, there's only one way to screw in a light bulb. Well, no, there's probably more than one way. It just seems that there's only one way, but whatever, right? So you want to be a proactive learner as well. Never stop learning, ever in your life. Whenever you think you know everything, you know absolutely nothing at all. We've got 50 billion, trillion, quadrillion brain cells, and we only use a very small portion of them. So we can develop our brain, our analytical thinking, and we can persevere through any situation that occurs. And you have to overcome the fear of failure, and you have to have a strong sense of self. It took me a while to find out who I was and what I was about and what I believed in. When I was younger, I thought I had an idea, but as I got older, I realized that my older self, if it was to advise my younger self, I probably would not have gone through a lot of the trials and tribulations that I did. And most of those I caused myself. It's called accountability. I've got to keep my side of the street clean in this. And look, you've got to develop your communication and your commitment. You can share with a good friend, look, this is my goal. I want you to check on me so often or whatever. Put it on the calendar or whatever. And you go towards that goal. You don't let anything stop you from getting in the way of that goal. That's what you have. And that perseverance and determination, no matter, like I said before, no matter what obstacle comes up against you, feast or famine, you will be able to get through it. It took me a while, but most of mine started coming to me after I sobered up, because my brain was all clogged and pickled and all that other crap, and I couldn't think straight no damn way, But once I sobered up, this perseverance really kicked in. Now, I've always been determined, and for years and years, I've had a little mantra that I say, perseverance and determination will get you everywhere, and it has. It has opened a lot of doors for me, because I refuse to take no, or I found other ways to pursue the goal, which was healthier and better off. Now, yes, it could have been a little bit longer path, but I still got it done. See, that's what counted for me. And you're going to define just purpose. Why are you doing what you're doing? What is the purpose behind it? It's not just for survival. It's not just to eat. It's not just to bathe. It's not just to do all these menial things. What does it really mean to you? How does it align with your core values? What are the actions you're taking with it? And this will give you a strong motive to succeed. I've been successful several times in my life. I'm very successful right now. And that's all part of opinion for some people, because some people would tell you that I'm so poor I ain't got a window to a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out with. You know what I'm saying? But that's irrelevant. I know that I'm successful. And you can visualize your goals. In these last couple of videos that I've done, I've talked about visualization. If you can see yourself doing it, that old commercial, if you build it, they will come. Well, if you see it in your head, you can do it, okay? The only thing stopping you is you. And when you come to that realization, everything else is just icing on the cake. Ain't nothing can stop you, Make accountability push you towards your goals. Yeah, you can be your own worst critic and this, that, and the other. Don't beat yourself up too much, because when you first get started doing this, yeah, you're going to slip up. You might forget a day or two, but it all becomes mindset. And be resilient. And step back and look at the challenges for what they are. They're learning opportunities. And when you have a success, no matter how small it may seem, or menial, or insignificant, celebrate all progress, no matter how small it is. And be willing to adjust so that it's not so rigid. See, that's where that flexibility comes back in. You have to be able to adjust to different situations, Just like we could equate that to like prepping. Okay, yeah, we're prepped up, but if a flood comes, I got to leave everything. I have to adjust. If a fire happens, I have to adjust. If I have to move and I can't take it all, I have to adjust. I can't just say, I'm just going to just throw in the towel now. No, that's part of life. Life ain't fair. It never said it was fair. And we only get one go around at this to make it good. Okay, so the other thing is self-belief. You have to have an internal conviction to overcoming obstacles and completing your goals. It's like this: I can rather than I can't, or I will rather than I will not. See, there's a big little flag right there. A lot of people says I can't or I won't. No, it's exactly what it is. You will not. It's not that you want to, or you just won't even fucking try. You've got to try. And you've set realistic goals. You're not going to be an astronaut in a year. But if you want to be an astronaut, look and see what it takes to become one. Don't discredit anything at all. And you're going to learn continuously. And through this learning, you're going to enhance your skills and your knowledge. And a good little cheerleader for you is reflect on your past successes. You know where you've come from. You don't know where you're going, but you have a plan and you have a goal and you have perseverance and determination to get there. Those past successes will help you build your self-image to where without a shadow of a doubt you can succeed in anything as long as you persevere. Okay? And a clear reminder, if anything else that you get from this video, is that you can overcome any challenges. Keep on prepping, baby.